two words about where I come from. I work for a family-owned company, which is very, very good in the sense that when you do property development, you work on very, very long term. So to have a stable and long-term company with strong values, that's very important. So it was established close to 135 years ago. This is Oslo. So we are situated by the river of Akerselva, which is 8.2 kilometers long, and which starts up in this little lake, which is the source of drinking water for Oslo city. And the river ends where the opera house is, and Vulkan is situated here on the banks of the river. So here is a picture showing Oslo from north, and showing you that we have all these nice structures planned by the city planners some more than 100 years ago, and along the river with the green belt, the former industrial properties forming the river. And here is the Architectural Academy of Oslo, if somebody has been there. Okay, Akerselva, the river, it looks like this. It has been source for human activity during more than 1,000 years. So here are the old factories, and it's also interesting to note that the industrial age has been lasting for less than 100 years, while the mining period in this city has been is known to be more than 400 years long. So we are talking about a very rich area in terms of industrial history. Vulkan is a fantastic collection of cultural heritage in the old buildings. And inside these buildings, of the many interesting products that has been produced there, is this cooker. So this is how it looked like in the 50s with you can see we stepped from 51 to 2004 when we acquired the area. It's a dark place. There's a lot of shadow from the sun because of the surrounding hills, and we are along the river. So this is a cold place. The master plan and the zoning. I'll make this very short, and the main point is that this is both flexible in the sense that we were open in what kind of program we could have. Secondly, it's taken a radical cut through the old buildings, so it allows us to change a lot when it comes to the old buildings. So here is the building which was divided and made shorter by us. Facing the city, this is a new city, a place where close to nothing happened before. It's the public areas are small, and as the buildings are relatively high, at least relative to Oslo, this is seen to be very intimate. And here is the new cut I tried to show you on the map, crossing the river and opening up for a new connection to the river. A city is something that has been growing through a very, very long period. We were trying to create a little city during just a very few years. So our main mission was then to find out what kind of activities do we like to see in this little city. And first and above all, the content of cultural character is an important driver. Then there has been, there is in total 144 apartments in the area, and actually 38 of the parliament members are living here in these apartments. Then we have 2 hotels, one which is a very different kind of hotel, and one more ordinary hotel. I can't go into detail other than just stating that this PS hotel is a training arena. So it's open for people that want to get help to have a job. Schools do have a different life than offices, so to combine schools and offices is fine. Bellona's headquarters in a building that was Norway's first energy class A office building, which now is more or less old-fashioned, as the world has changed very rapidly since we built it. Training in many different forms, and the food hall, which is means a lot to us because it was taking Mr. V.H. White's word and making it ours. If you want to see the place with activity, put out food. Food attracts people who attract more people, and that has really turned out to be true in Oslo. So we did it like this, and just a few weeks ago, this arrangement, it's the Norwegian final in Bocuse d'Or. So this is where we prepare to hit the French, which we did in January this year in Lyon. So the competition takes place within the food hall, within the market. We even had the French former gold winner as one of the guest judges. So it's a big house with a lot of fun, atmosphere, and taste. The roofs of Vulcan have bars or a garden or beehives. These are actually also well known because they are designed by Snøhetta and produces 230 kilos of honey on the roof. The strategies has been, I would say the main. First of all, we started to think about how we do the most energy efficient buildings, which I won't talk more about here, because the main strategy has been to mix the function and try to find out what do we have in common, what kind of sharing can we use, and how can we share space and energy to make the consumption go down. We have, and thirdly, the centralized energy production, with one energy plant, which is then based on production of energy from the ground or from the sun. But the most efficient part of it is the recycling, the reuse of energy from air. So this is the old-fashioned way, where you put the coolers on the roof and you let the excess heat warm the outside environment. Well, the alternative method is to do the cooling of the building in a way that makes you able to make use of the heating. If you if you don't know what happens, it's just to put a hand on the back side of the refrigerator in your kitchen. You will find out that it's hot while it's inside of the refrigerator. It's cold. So the energy system is. I think I prefer actually to show it this way, because this one is something you see in all the grocery shops, and if you look closer on it, there is a little machine producing the cold, so it's making it cold inside, while it produces heat that heats the air in the shop. And then, in order to keep the temperature acceptable in the shop, then we cool down the air in the shop. So that's a bit too much. So some like it cold and some like it hot. This guy, he prefer it cold, while she would prefer it hot. And not to be taken as a male chauvinist, I have this one for you. Those of you are more interested in men. So, and I wanted also to add this example of sharing, because if you then first of all use the hot water that has been produced in the area, and then share the shower with someone, then you've got it. But the thing is that what we do in short and very sweet in Vulcan is that the heat that is produced while we are producing the cold is used to produce the water, the warm water. So about 70 to 75% of the energy that goes to production of hot water in the area is produced or recovered locally. This is just a screenshot of a online way to show how the central works. So this is actually working, so you can at all time go in on your computer wherever you are in the world and see what's going on just at the moment. What kind of effectivity do we have in the energy plant on Vulcan just at the moment? So you see the food hall here, and the energy plant is in the basement of the food hall, and it delivers then cold or hot water to the buildings in the area. So another, I'm not going to talk about Uber or Airbnb, but I'm talking about something which is really down to earth. In Norway, in every office there is a food room. It's a canteen for the people to meet and eat lunch. So we were thinking in this area that should we try and simply avoid that kind of use of space. So yes, we did that. So the hotel, which is also a training arena, which I mentioned, they have a breakfast room that now is used also during lunchtime. So we have, I think, created a kind of a win-win-win, because we save area in our offices. The guys that needs training at this hotel, they get more work, and also the little city gets more life, because we leave our offices and we walk for a couple of minutes to go to the hotel to eat every day, and we meet other people. So that's really functioning, and it's so easy. Then we have car sharing, now based entirely on electrical vehicles, and it has been growing remarkably since we started this in 2012. So the businesses, but also the private persons in the area, they are member of this carpool and go to the office. Like myself, I use my bicycle to the office, but if I need a car, from time to time during the workday to go somewhere. I can easily with an app on my phone order this car and then use it. This was a bit hectic, but what I wanted to show you and which I wanted to share with you is that, and this place is very attractive. It's a place where people I said to somebody during lunchtime today that if you go to a hotel reception in Oslo and ask which is the coolest place in Oslo, where do I go to have fun? And it's most probably the reception will ask you to go there, maybe a couple of other places, but this is a very, very attractive place. And when you then at the same time see that it's very sustainable in terms of energy consumption, it's a good story. So welcome to Oslo and welcome to Vulkan. Yeah, thank you.
Merci beaucoup Sverre. Je peux confirmer en effet que c'est un endroit tout à fait intéressant. Alors sans doute que dans un contexte français, l'idée d'aller au restaurant